Ave Gamers, Farrell here, and new high score. Ha, yeah. Oh, 74K. Yeah. Didn't really change much. I used Citrus FILET and had a really good Parse. So, here, just because we're here, I'm still standing here, and I'll just go over a quick breakdown of stuff. Pardon this being shaky. Usually I have a setup going to hold my phone steady. Tormentor, Deadric Prey, Ellie Weapon, Crystal Frag, Bound Aegis, Shooting Star. I put on Inner Light instead of Bound Aegis. I actually was a little bit lower, like, I don't know, 400 or 500 points lower. So Bound Aegis gave me more mag on the front bar. And I prefer that with major and minor resistances. Minor from Aegis. If I don't need a shield, I slot Boundless Storms. Just show the skill real quick since we're talking about it. Gives yourself major resistances and mobility, etc. Damage around it, it's whatever. Lightning Flood. Blockade. Didn't cast Ellie Drain on it. Channeled Accelerate. Pretty much as soon as it comes down, I recast it. I try and account for that. Make sure to apply every dot I can, get everything going, and then in the time I would be weaving, I try and eat up 2 seconds with this, and then hopefully be able to get back all the damage afterwards, and just burst afterwards. Tormentor on back bar. Summon Charge Atro. This is something else. I'm surprised I hit harder considering. This is the AoE Atro. You want the summon greater, right? That's the higher single target, lasts for longer, doesn't do the AoE. I've been in content lately where I'm supposed to be dropping a Destro. I opted for this instead, so that way there's AoEs. We can still get the Berserker. And after the ads, because we're in VSS, fighting like Ice Dragon and stuff, and working on Fire Dragon, dropping the Atro in the group, after the Destro's done, that's done. We have to go run across the field and get other Atros. Mine is still sitting there attacking them, and it helped burn down the 1 or 2 that I dropped it on. So for now it's a nice balance, but it's not exactly the highest DPS supposedly. Broke my own record with that. Champion points real quick. Doing this one-handed. Elfborn 56, Elemental Expert 64, Spell Erosion 19, Staff Expert 19, Master at Arms 56, Thamaturge 56. Inventory. SIRORIA Fire. I noticed a damage increase by putting SIRORIA on front. I brazenly decided that I can control this enough to have the proc on front instead of at all times, and that's nice when you have to run away from something and you want to come back to your damage buff. Puts it in your hands, but that does mean you can screw yourself later as well. So you got to be really careful. Like I said, I was ballsy and said I was good enough. Damage increase though, because then Sorrow is at all times, and I have full gold everything. I even hunted down named rings, transmuted them, and necklace, golded those out. That was a pretty expensive adventure. And then ZA'ANS, I have a light divines I'm gonna drop on this guy, but I generally favor heavy. For example, my Alambris is both heavy. There's passives that give you a little bit of tankiness. Character sheet. 49% just sitting here on whichever bar I'm on. Spell crit 2378 spell damage. Max pretty damn low. I think I'm on my back bar because it's so low. Happened to be stage 4 vamp. The shadow. And was using citrus fillet food. And yes, I'm on my back bar. So here, let's pop this. Let's do something real quick. Doing this one-handed, sorry. %.
Please be more careful in the future.
Alright, I have, as you can see, I have the 20 SIRORIA stacks up. Here's, oh, pop this. Let me make sure I used it naturally anyways, but let's go like this. Make sure that proc stays up. Go to character. 3640 seems to be peak, 72% crit. So add any combat buffs onto that. I should be at least over 4,000. Alright, Ave Gamers, thank you for the view.